Hey folks, Red-HairedManiac here once again, doing another video, trying to catch up with some stuff. Been promising music review, just music related posts here for a while. Been waiting on a couple CDs coming in order from Jesse, my local guy at CU CD and Vinyl. Neat little store downtown Urbana, so I'm kind of giving away where I'm at for people who are watching this otherwise, elsewhere in the world. And this video and the next few, and I say few, it's going to be about 15-20 of them, because I don't quite know how many albums this guy's got out, because I haven't really been paying attention. He's a lifelong artist. He just passed away recently, and we're going to go through his albums as I acquired them chronologically backwards. So we're going to start with the last one he released, and it's not Prince, it is David Bowie. The album's Blackstar. And he released this a couple days before he actually passed away. This is kind of like his memoriam to it. It's a memorial album to his fans. He knew he was going to pass, and he got into the studio pretty much as quickly as he could, when his health allowed him, and he worked on these songs. It's a short album compared to some of the stuff he's done more recently. 7 songs, 41 minutes. A couple of songs, though, approach like 9-10 minutes in length, and including the title one, Blackstar, and yes, that's the name of the album. I'm going to read the titles off here. It's kind of odd because he printed this with, the titles on this were printed on gloss black ink on a matte black background. It's like, thanks for the eyesight, people corrected eyesight. This is not an easy thing to read. But we've got Blackstar, we've got 'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore, Lazarus, a song called Sue, or with parentheses, or The Season of Crime, Girl Loves Me, Dollar Days, I Can't Give Everything Away. 2 of those songs are supposedly re-recordings of stuff he's done before. The only one I can find was 'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore, which was, I believe, redone. It was part of a compilation that he did fairly recently called Nothing Has Changed. It was like, here's a bunch of old songs and here's a couple new things I've been working on. This version is completely different from that one in terms of how it sounds. Going to this album, I didn't really know much of it. I'd heard the 2 singles off it, which were Blackstar and Lazarus. And they were definitely distinctly Bowie. But for those of you who might know Bowie from pretty much the hits, Young Americans, Fame, Ziggy Stardust, Spiders from Mars, Space Oddity, Fashion, trying to think what else, Let's Dance, China Girl. I don't want to say you're going to be disappointed, because if that's what you're looking for, is more of the pop stuff, that's not what's here. He recorded this with a New York jazz combo. So there's a lot of jazz inflection there. There's some electronic beat stuff. He's listening to a little bit of hip-hop in the studio as well. Thankfully, he doesn't really try to rap. But that's, and he's wise enough to know that's not really his thing. This has been said before from other reviews. Listening to this album about 3 or 4 times in succession, it's apt. The lyrics on here deal with mortality. And given that he knew he was about to pass, when it was first released, like, wow, this is a really bleak album. And then he passed, like, oh, he was not talking about mortality in general, he was talking about his mortality. And it gives the album a really haunting quality. Lazarus especially is just an absolute, just haunting, beautiful song, and one of the standouts from the album. Another one I actually like a lot is I Can't Give Everything Away, which is the final track, and it's basically, it's like he knows what he's got, he can't get rid of it all, and it's sort of a lamentation that, hey, I can't, I'm I'm leaving this earth, and I've still got things to do. I still have talent, and I can't empty myself before I go. It's really kind of a cool little album. It's a touching album. If you're into Bowie at all, if you don't already have this, pick it up. If you're not, but you like some of his stuff, again, pick it up. It's not the usual hits-oriented, pop-oriented stuff that he did in the 80s and early 90s, or even the 70s, where he kind of caught fire. He's always been kind of this art rock guy, and at some level a punk rock guy, not necessarily in look, but more in attitude. He just, for a while, David didn't give a fuck what he did. This is a guy who would run around, he championed Iggy Pop, and he was originally, it's like, hey, Devo, you're my band. Oh, wait, I'm busy, so I'm going to pass you off to this guy I know named Brian Eno, and he's going to produce your record. That worked out pretty well for them. So, as an artist and as a musical visionary, I've got a lot of respect for him. And this album, in general, I'm not disappointed with it. Pretty much when I get done with this video, I'm probably going to fire it up again. It's a neat thing. I listen to a lot of metal. This is not that. This is very much kind of progressive, I don't want to say jazz rock, because it's more rock than jazz, but there's enough jazz-reflected moments that you know. You see that influence in there, and especially with the players. And the players are all very solid. The guys he got, Bowie's no fool, and he knows he's always going to have quality people surrounding him to represent him in his music. I mean, for crying out loud, this man who at one point in time had G.E. Smith in his band, he had Adrian Belew in his band, number of other people I can't go off the top of my head. Mick Ronson, longtime Bowie guitarist. David knew his stuff. But yeah, Blackstar. Pick it up. Here, I'll show you the back of it. See, you can kind of almost see words if I reflect it just right. There you go. Scan that up there. Little UPC symbol over there. It's a cool record. I'm looking forward to the next one I do. Should be the studio album after this. I'm just going for the studio albums. I'm not going to compilations. I'm not doing the live stuff. So I believe the album before this is something called The Next Day. I already have it. I have to sit back and listen to it. But before I do that, I'm going to listen to this one a couple more times because it's really damn good. For now, that's it. Peace out. Enjoy. Go listen to some good music.